Yes. Really? Oh my gosh, really? That's kind of heavy. Should I do it? She asked me if I could share my testimony. Is that okay with you guys? I'm not being all preachy or anything. She asked a question, I'm gonna answer the question just like anyone else's question. But I'll keep it succinct, okay? I grew up in a very, very conservative home. My grandfather was the pastor of a little church in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. My mom played the piano and everything. So I was one of those punky kids, pastor's kids. You guys all know probably somebody who grew up in a missionary's home or a preacher's home, preacher's kid or whatever. I was one of those. I was one of those kids who would go to Sunday school and I would like correct the Sunday school teacher. Like I knew the story so good, you know what I mean? And I was always a brat, and I was always getting in trouble in church, and I'm gonna tell your grandfather. Yeah, that kind of thing. But I always, when I was younger, I always grew up thinking that because my grandfather was a pastor of a church, and because my mom played the piano in church, that I was probably all cool with God, you know? I'm in the club, you know? Because you know who my grandpa is, right? So somehow that must make it cool for me. And when I was 13 years old, I realized that every human being needs to make a decision for themselves. Every one of us is responsible to make a decision for our own selves and our own lives. And it was at that point that when I was 13 years old, I asked Christ into my heart to be my Savior. And I did it for myself. I didn't do it because my grandpa was somebody, or because my mom was somebody, or because I went to Christian schools, or because I wore a tie, or because I memorized lots of Bible verses. It had nothing to do with any of that. Nothing. I realized that God wanted a relationship with me. I realized that God loved me, and He wanted a relationship with me, and so when I was 13, I chose for myself that relationship. And all I want you guys to know is, did you notice I didn't say any religion? I'm not talking about Catholic, Baptist, Lutheran, all that junk. I'm talking about, I want you to know one thing. God is just as crazy about you as He was about me. He loves you guys like you can't imagine, and He wants a relationship with you as much as He wanted one with me. Amen! So, that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to get you to sign your name on anything. I'm not trying to get you to give money. Not trying to get you to do anything except realize that you are very loved, and He wants a relationship with you. So, yes, sir. Come on, guys. Oh, you need my mic. Okay.
I was playing Sonic Colors for Nintendo DS, and I saw your name last in the credits. And according to the fan base, this is you.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, Omega. Yes. You guys, when I was a little... Hello? When I was a little kid, I loved Sonic the Hedgehog. And so when I got the chance to audition for a Sonic video game, I was all jazzed. And I was like, oh my gosh, this would be so awesome. And I told the producer, I'll pay you if you'll let me be in this game. No, I didn't do that, but I would have. Don't tell them. And so I got to play the robot, 1, 2, 3, Omega, and so I was very jazzed to be a part of this. That's the first I've heard of it. It's the first I've heard since we recorded it. Yes, sir.
Okay, I got 2 comments.
One second, right here. Yes, sir.
Okay, you sure? Good.
Oh, I'm sure.
I know you said you had favorite characters. But was it hard to pick them in the beginning? Pick favorite characters?
Yeah, you know what? It's been hard to pick favorite characters up until about 3 months ago. I mean, really. I've gotten to play so many great roles, and I'm so in love with so many of the characters I've got to play, that for the longest time when people would say, what's your favorite character? I would say, oh, I could never pick a favorite. I love all of them. But then something happened that I could no longer resist. I finished recording Brotherhood. And when I recorded the last episode of Brotherhood, I was like, okay, that does it, I'm done. I love Ed. Ed is my favorite. And you know what you gotta remember? You gotta remember that, I mean, a lot of anime series are like 26 episodes, right? So they're like, you play a character, even if it's a lead character, 26 episodes and you're done. And when I thought about it, I played Ed 52 episodes, the first series, a movie, OVAs, video games, then 64 more episodes of Brotherhood, and in case you didn't know, there's a Brotherhood movie coming out. So after I realized I've been playing the little pipsqueak for a long time, and a lot of episodes, and you know, I love him. He is a great character. I don't say this because of me. I say it just as an observation. I don't think there are a lot of Edward Elrics in the anime world. There are not a lot of characters like that. They're flawed, they're troubled, they're bitter, but they're heroic and they've got a great spirit and they're loyal and they're loving and they're hopeful. I mean, it's just a really great character. And I am so grateful to have had the chance to play that role. So yeah, Ed would have to be my favorite, and then like I said a few minutes ago, just a close second, right beneath Ed would be Tamaki. And then of course, you know, and there's a whole slew. There's Dark, and Zero from Vampire Knight, Fi from Tsubasa, and oh my gosh, the list goes, Ikaku from Bleach, and there's just Yoshimori I've loved, so there's so many great roles. I know you thought I called on you, so I better go ahead and take it, all right?
Okay.
Yes.
I got 2 comments and a 2-part question. Number 1 comment, I really love your comment about how Greece, mainly because I'm half Greek myself.
Oh, sweet.
Exactly. And so I thank you for that.
My pleasure.
Yep. I also respect your convention videos too.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Now here's my question.
Yes.
Out of all the videos you've worked on, what's the top 3 your favorite, and do you have one story that's memorable out of one of them?
Well, you know, guys, I love making videos just for fun. I mean, I don't do them for any reason except because I love them. Like the Full Metal Fantasy video you guys just saw, that wasn't free. I mean, it cost money for certain things. Like, remember when it was raining in the last scene? Well, that wasn't actual rain. That was a company that I hired to come out and put up these big water spouts. And they go, whoosh, and it rains over top of the area, and you shoot. Well, I paid for that out of my own pocket because I wanted to do it. So, I mean, all of them, you know, I just love doing them. I don't care about making any money with them or somebody else giving me money to make them. I just enjoy doing them. So, just like with the Habercorn videos. Todd puts his money into making his tribute videos because he has a passion for it. And the ones that I've made, the one that I'm about to make is going to cost me a bit, I think. And when you see it, you'll know why. But I don't care. I love what I do.